People often need the time and the space to forget and to rethink, to recast their thoughts and what they meant. What they said actually what they meant? And the Dominic Raab situation is a really good example of where things have just got out of control because so much is recorded. There's a debate now, and I think there should be a much more intense debate about workplace behaviour, high standards and resilience. How we might best deliver critical, positive feedback. What is inappropriate, what is appropriate behaviour, particularly when standards are changing almost by the minute. Now, as events progress, an exacting boss can seem unreasonable, can stretch our resources and our expertise, I think can coax rather than coach the best results out of us. And effective management is a world away from bullying. Bullying is about demeaning, it's about degrading, it's about undermining. And demanding is about expecting, in contrast, as much or even more of ourselves than we are currently delivering. Much of the problem with Raab is that, like for example, the problem with Prince Harry and with Meghan, events in political life are played out with an incredibly full record, and every word that was said once cannot be undone or forgotten, and much good is done in practice by repunctuating a sentence, by modifying an ill-chosen word, by rethinking, reimagining, by memorizing events in a different way, by remembering things with hindsight. But it's so much harder to do if everything is on public record. And Raab's conduct was questionable 16 years ago. So 16 years ago, people were talking about Raab. 16 years ago. And his response to the Afghan crisis should have been a wake-up call. As indeed should Suella Braverman's cursory inspection of the Manston Detention Centre. Faced with a human crisis, does an effective manager act and respond positively? Who benefits from that? What positive action flows from the managers dealing with that crisis? If there is positive energy, even if that manager is demanding, it confirms the manager is right. The manager is the right person for that moment. That manager meets the demands of the day. I'm not sure Dominic Raab met that challenge. And there's nothing more obvious than a bully who is inadequate, taking it out on people who are less capable than they are. And I think somebody who is sunning themselves on the beach while people's lives are in danger has no place in government. I find it extraordinary. I have found it extraordinary for years how Dominic Raab's star has continued to shine in our government. Does this mean the government is wrong? Does this mean the people who have appointed him are wrong? Or does it mean he's got something over on them? Or what? I don't know what it means. I just know that the optics are monumentally bad because he didn't rise to the occasion. And how could he expect other people to rise more adroitly than he himself was prepared to rise when the occasion demanded? When the occasion demanded, he should have got off his backside. He should have got off the beach and come back immediately. That wasn't an error of judgment. That was a demonstration of character. And therefore, and the same thing goes with the Manston, with the Manston Centre. So I can't hear a defence of Raab without thinking, well, this person hasn't thought clearly. And equally, if the civil service feels it needs to move teams of people away from working directly with Raab because of his reputation, then there's something that's gone dramatically wrong. And who do people talk to? This is the other problem. Who do you talk to when your problem is with the boss? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. This is why I think we need to have a healthy, why the civil service has to have a healthy discussion, why the government has to have a healthy discussion, and why I think we in society need a healthy discussion about what is the difference between being demanding and being bullying. I think there's a difference. I think we know what the difference is, but are we able to articulate that in a clear way? Because we can't continue telling everybody that we have a zero toleration of bullying, particularly in playgrounds, particularly to children, if we don't know what that is. And surely having a zero toleration of bullying is in a way bullying in itself. It's responding to the out-of-control pressure with out-of-control pressure. What the bully actually needs is a taste of medicine that they've never had before. They need a hug. I'm not volunteering to hug Raab, but somebody should.